what's good everybody? It's your girlfriend Trilla here, and today I'm back learning Mexico metas in Geoguessr. So, without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Alright, we've got a lot of information around us. We're definitely in like some sort of city. Alright, we have the classic like octagonal pole, but there's probably something specific about it that gives me like the region slash state of Mexico. A lot of this like first couple of rounds of learning the metas will be me kind of just like vibe guessing, and then as I learn the information I'll get better at placing it in a specific location. But right now I don't really know any metas for region guessing Mexico. I'm like low-key vibes wise, this feels a little bit maybe more north, like closer to like, I don't know, I feel like Baja California for some reason, but we'll see. Okay, we were very, very far. We were in Guanajuato. Poles with a mesh body are most commonly found in San Luis Potosi, Guanajuato, and Querétaro. Okay, the mesh body is this thing here. Okay. Alright, well, this is definitely not in a city. We have a little bit of an antenna peeking out the back, a little bit of like the red like brake light of the car. Wooden pole, 2 coils on one side, one on the other. So possibly it is the pole top meta. Don't know what it is though yet. What do I think here? Based on vibes, I'm gonna go in like Oaxaca. Okay, no, we were closer to Guanajuato. So extremely dark fields are common in Guanajuato. Okay. Car behind us. Not a distinctive pole top. A lot of cacti, it looks like. And also whatever this kind of tree is. Pole, kind of these like, I don't know what they're made of. Like maybe they're like concrete, like, you know, the barriers for this kind of like fencing thing. I'm gonna go near in Chihuahua, kind of like near New Mexico, Arizona, like border. I feel like it feels like low-key could be like up here, like if I didn't know it was like a, you know, Mexico only map. Okay, no, we were more southern for sure. We were in, I think, Zacatecas. Yucca filifera, also known as tree yucca, as well as Yucca decipiens, are most commonly seen in San Luis Potosi and Zacatecas, as well as some of the bordering northern states. They can be recognized by their oblong rosettes of sharp green leaves branching from a single trunk similar to a tree. Okay. Yucca are more commonly found here. Okay. Alright, this is another cactus meta, I believe. I feel like this is really helpful for reinforcing cactus metas I learned a couple of months ago. I don't remember any or most of them, so definitely like repeat learning will help to reinforce that memorization. Alright, we have one long yellow middle line, a different kind of cacti thing from the last round. I want to go more northern. I know I've been like off every time I'm guessing northern, but I feel like up here. Okay, not a great guess. We were in the wrong region. We were in Baja California Sur, so the Mexican giant cardon is an extremely common cacti in the Baja California Peninsula. It can be identified through its large sprawling arms stemming from a singular trunk and ribbed exterior. Okay. We have kind of like a lot of dark green trees and grass and everything. We have this pole top here. Octagonal pole. These like coil things, which may be the meta, but it also might be like the dark green like forest and grass nearby. White outer, yellow dash middle. Ooh, okay. I think this is gonna be the meta. I just noticed this now. I don't know like what region this points to, but this is definitely like a unique pole top. It's kind of like a greater than sign, if you know what I mean. Like I'll throw up the symbol of what it looks like there, or like kind of like the end of like a parentheses bracket type thing. Definitely indicative of an area, but I have no clue which yet, so I'm gonna go in Guerrero. Okay, no, we were in Campeche. So concrete hanging insulator poles. So these concrete poles with insulators suspended below the crossbars are unique to the Yucatan Peninsula. Okay, so kind of like over here. Concrete poles with insulators. Okay. All right, 2,000 hopefully we can only go up from here and get better, so I'm gonna keep going. Ooh, okay. Ooh, leaf meta? Actually, I'm like low-key. I think it's gonna be leaf on the camera meta. There's not really much else to go off of here, so yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a leaf meta, which is like pretty cool because I feel like this is gonna be very like memorable. Just like a leaf being on the camera. I'm gonna go just like kind of near Mexico City. Okay, no, we were in Quintana Roo. So blindingly white soil. Oh, so it wasn't the leaf meta. I was hoping it'd be the leaf meta because it's like low-key it's on the camera, but now that I'm thinking about it, the leaf probably like fell off like 2 spaces forward, so if I was playing moving, it wouldn't be there for the whole road, but that is okay. Blindingly white soil. So almost blindingly white soil in the Yucatan Peninsula is most commonly in Quintana Roo. Only in Gen 3. Okay. Alright, another cactus meta. What am I thinking here? I low-key don't remember any cactus meta. So I'm gonna go in San Luis Potosi. Nope, we were in Baja California. Oh, these are new. Okay, so we haven't learned this one yet. These are bujum trees. So bujum trees can be recognized by their alien tentacle-like appearance. They're almost exclusively found in the southern half of Baja California. Okay. That is interesting. They are kind of like tall and thin. Okay. Hopefully we can remember that one. All right, we do not have the white soil or the dark field, so where do I think I am? I don't really have much to go off of here. I don't have a concrete bar thing either. So this one's gonna be like vibes. I'm sure it's like an agriculture one maybe. I'm gonna go in like Michoacan. Okay, no, we were further southeast. So white middle road lines. Okay, white middle road lines are most commonly found in Tabasco. Okay, I did not know that. Alright, no middle road line this time. A little bit of a blue front of the car though. You can see a little bit of the yellow. In the middle, this is an interesting pole. It's got like one coil at the top. We've got a little like, oh my god, a birdie. Hello, hello bird. A palm here. What am I thinking? I'm gonna go near Chiapas. I don't know where we are, but I think it's gonna be a vegetation meta or a pole top meta is my guess. Okay. Oh wait, was this a white middle road line again? I feel like that's weird because when I saw the road line like attached to the car, like it feels like it was yellow or non-existent. I don't think I saw the white road line, but maybe I missed it. So we were in Tabasco, but it is our first time getting a significant amount of points, so I will take 3,000 there. That is more than the entirety of my first round of all 5 rounds, so definitely improving somewhat. Okay, we have like white-ish soil, right? Or is this more like gray? If it was blindingly white soil, it was like over here in Quintana Roo, right? I guess this was not the white soil because this is probably like the furthest I could be from the right answer. We were in Sonora, so this was brittle bush. So this is brittle bush. Brittle bush are small shrubs with bright silver gray leaves that are most commonly found in Sonora, especially around Hermosillo. Okay. Brittle bush. 3,000. We're already getting like double our score from the previous round. Maybe this time we can hit 8,000. Who knows? Okay, we have a yellow middle line here, which has like black outer, like around the yellow, which is definitely unique because I feel like we haven't seen that road line before. Where do I think I am? It says a city name here, like Holuta maybe, but I don't know where that is. A little bit of branches there, definitely very like green. This is definitely indicative of some certain area. I'm gonna go on Oaxaca and we'll find out where we are. We were in, I think we were in Guerrero, it looks like. So black tar on both sides of the yellow center line can be seen in Sinaloa, Durango, and Guerrero. Most reliable when the tar is not faded. Okay. So Guerrero with the black tar in the yellow middle. Okay, this is some sort of plant being grown. Is this agave ever? Maybe? We have a kilometer marker. We don't have the coils hanging down from the concrete bar, so I don't think it's that. We have like this red silo thing here. Where do I think I am? I think this is a new meta, so I don't really know. I'm gonna go in Tamaulipas. Okay, we were in Jalisco, it looks like, near Guadalajara. So it was agave, so I did recognize that plant. Vast fields of blue agave tequilana, used to produce tequila, are mostly found in Jalisco and Nayarit. Okay. Ooh, this is interesting. This is definitely like a unique road. Like we have a yellow middle line here, but we have like these stone like little things embedded in the pavement and like the trail of road. I definitely haven't learned this one yet, but it is unique and I feel like I'm gonna remember it. I'm just gonna shoot in Sonora and we'll see where we are. Okay, we were in Oaxaca, so this exact pavement design with 3 lines of cobblestone patterning is exclusive to Oaxaca. Okay. This is cacti, but this is also agave, right? Yeah, there's definitely a lot of agave bushes around. I just learned agave, right? Where was it? I feel like there was a lot of agave in Guerrero, maybe? No, it was a brittle bush. Okay, so brittle bush, small shrubs, silver gray leaves. Okay. I thought it was agave plants around, so I'm like, dang, I just missed the brittle bush. This isn't brittle bush, is it? This is a different kind of cacti than I think we've seen in the previous rounds. This is more like shaped like a circle-y. I don't have like the right word here. Okay, on this side we can see COAH, which if I'm zooming in, what do I think COAH aligns with? Probably Coahuila, if I had to guess. Like, I feel like, yeah, I'm gonna say that's probably the first 4 letters of like this region up here. All right, a good region guess. Didn't get it because of this meta, but I got it because of the sign, but that is okay because we'll combine the metas to learn this. So Coahuila gold tufts. So these gold tufts of grass in a line right next to the road are most commonly found in Coahuila. Okay. All right, 6K. Definitely getting better. I think of what we went from like 2K to like around 3 to 4K, and now we're at 6K. We're gonna keep going. All right. We've got the dark fields again, which I learned this one. Where did I learn it? Dark fields are indicative of some area. I want to go in Guanajuato. I don't remember exactly. I know I learned it at some point, but I can't remember exactly where. Oh my gosh. Wait, did I remember this one? Okay. Wow, okay, so I think this is the first one that I've gotten repeated. So I did remember it, and I'm proud of myself. Or at least it's the first one that I remembered was repeated. I'm sure I've had others repeated in this, like the brittle bush, but this is the first one I've gotten right. So anyways, extremely dark fields are common in Guanajuato. Okay, we'll take it. 4.3. All right, what is the meta here? This car is parked backwards to the rest of the cars. Oh, actually, no, it's this truck. My bad. It's the truck that is backwards. This is like that mesh pole thingy, which is found in a couple states/regions. Where was it found? I feel like it was like a lot of like the central ones, like maybe like all around here. So I'm gonna go in San Luis Potosi. Okay. I'll definitely take it. We were in San Luis Potosi, and it was the right meta that I was thinking of. So poles of the mesh body are most commonly found in San Luis Potosi, Guanajuato, and Querétaro. Okay, love it. All right, we have a pole top here. Not one that I recognize, not the mesh body pole one. It says something central, but I don't know what the first three letters stand for. I feel like the coils hanging off the top are gonna be maybe the meta. Or maybe it's like the style of like wall slash housing. There's a church in the back. Where do I think I am? I'm gonna go, I don't know this one. I'm gonna go near Monterey. No, we were in Yucatan. Okay, so very, very far. Don't know why a 5K like emoji thing just popped up on the left because very far from it. We were in Yucatan. The meta was light colored rock walls. So these walls made of light colored rock are found in the Yucatan Peninsula, but most common in Yucatan State. When not in the sun, the rock walls appear darker, but it's likely the same type of rock. Okay. All right, we're in a more rural, okay, yellow middle is common in like one area specifically, right? I want to say it was like Tabasco, maybe, like I feel like it's like over here somewhere. Or maybe yellow middle is common in a lot of places, but I feel like the meta at some point was, it's most common in one area. Let me see if I recognize any of the vegetation. Is this brittle bush? Like the silvery gray stuff, or is that kind of just... I'm like, is it brittle bush? Because if it's brittle bush, it's making me think more north, like near Sonora, but I don't know. We have a lot of different cacti and stuff around. Okay, what am I basing this off of here? Kind of like this gray making me think up here. Or am I thinking the yellow middle line making me think in here? I think I low-key feel more confident about the vegetation. Because I'm like, the yellow middle line thing, I can't even like specifically place right now. So I'm going to go near Sonora. No, okay, so it was a vegetation meta, but the wrong one that I had in my head. These were the Coahuila gold tufts. So the gold tufts of grass in a line right next to the road are most commonly found in Coahuila. Okay. We have a bollard here, yellow dash middle. Kind of like dry flat land and like a big rocky like mountain in the back. What am I thinking here? I'm thinking more like north, like in Chihuahua, like a lot of like, lot less far from like, or a lot more far from like the dark green like vegetation and stuff. So I'm gonna go up here. Okay, we were even further west. We were in, I think technically Sonora. So this was the saguaro cacti. So the saguaro cacti can be spotted in the western half of Sonora, featuring short curving arms that stem from a main trunk. Okay. All right, we got 8K there. Definitely improving from our first couple of rounds. I'm gonna move on to the second map and see how much more we can learn. All right. I feel like this one is gonna be like a plant slash, you know, agriculture meta, like whatever this plant is here. It has a lot of spikes. Pole top, it's like a bar in the top, but not the mesh thingy. What am I thinking here? Black and yellow stripes on this, dark green. I don't know this one yet. I'm gonna go in Michoacan. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. Okay, we were in Oaxaca. So this was agave karwinski. So agave karwinski is exclusively seen in the central desert region of Oaxaca, mostly near the town Miahuatlan de Porfirio Diaz. Even though technically its native distribution extends elsewhere in the state and barely into Puebla, its spiky thin leaves protruding from the center in a cylindrical formation make it quite distinct from other common agaves. Okay. Yeah, that agave definitely felt more like spiky than the other agave like metas we've seen so far. Okay, we have a tree with like some sort of like white poster attached to it. I feel like this tree very stands out to me right now, probably gonna be the meadow, like the kind of palm it is. Feels kind of like dry all around, like not like foresty, like more dry and hilly. I'm gonna go in near Durango. Okay, we were in Jalisco, I think. So these were called Sabal Rosé. So Sabal Rosé is native to the Pacific coast of Mexico, from Sinaloa to Jalisco, but mostly concentrated in the state of Nayarit. The key difference between this one and the other Sabal palms is the shape and arrangement of the leaves. Sabal Rosé tends to have visible gaps between the leaves, and they are a brighter green color. Sabal Yapa has droopy hanging leaves that almost look shredded at the tips. Sabal Mexicana has large, stiff, pointy leaves and densely packed. Okay. All right, this one is, what am I thinking here? Kind of the dark soil, right? This feels like maybe the dark soil meta, a little bit of red dirt. Don't see any recognizable like cacti or trees or anything or pole tops, so I'm gonna go Guanajuato because I think that's where like the dark soil meta was from the last map. Nope, we were pretty far. We were in Campeche, so these were Campeche fields. These red agricultural fields surrounded by dense forests of tropical trees are most common in northern Campeche. Okay. Alright, this is definitely a cactus meta, or at least the cactus should tell me something, I feel like, but I don't low-key remember. It says Mexico at the top, so not helpful for having the region on there, because sometimes it does. What do I think here? 2 coils on the left, 1 on the right. For some reason, I'm thinking more northern, like Sonora. I don't know why, but I think it's gonna be a cactus meta, but I just can't remember what this one is called or where it is. I'm new here. All right, not my worst guess. Definitely not great. We were under 1,000. So this is a giant cardon. So Pachyserius pringlet is a species of large cactus native to northwestern Mexico in the states of Baja California Sur, and Sonora. Okay. All right, we have this specific kind of pavement, which I feel like there was that pavement with like the 3 separate like cobblestone things in like Oaxaca somewhere. So I'm gonna go in Oaxaca just because of the pavement. Okay, no. Oh, this was one we actually had in the first map, but I just like didn't notice it because I guess I like focused specifically on the pavement, but it wasn't the same like triple divided one, so maybe cobblestone is just used in like a lot of areas, but that specific pattern was the one area. Anyways, so this was the mesh pole, and we were in Guanajuato. Okay. All right, 4.7K. Let's keep going. All right, we have some sort of like, I feel like maybe some sort of agave being grown here. Some sort of cacti. Dark mountains in the back, kind of hilly. Reddish dirt, rocks on the side of the road. A little gravelly on that mountain, pole top. What am I thinking here? I'm thinking that we're near some sort of town or city. We have a little bit, I feel like, of like terraced farming going on. Like I can see like, you know, rows and like levels and stuff kind of scaling up the hill. I don't have a strong vibe for this one. I feel like I don't recognize the kind of like agave or plant this is, so I'm gonna go in Michoacan. You know, not horrible. We ended up being near, I think we were technically in Hidalgo maybe, but we got 2.3K, which is a better guess than most I've had in this map, so I'll take it. This is a pulque agave field, so one will often notice scattered farms of A. salmiana gatherings which stretch limitlessly in neat rows, almost always going to be found around the city of Pachuca and Hidalgo, and more rarely southeast. Okay. Alright, we've got kind of like brown, gray, dirt-ish. a lot of like a dark green mountain in the back, but low-key like covered by this like little hilly part and bushes. What kind of like palm is this? I don't know, but I feel like that's gonna be the meta. Bushes, trees, what am I thinking here? What am I thinking here? I want to go near Durango. Nope, we were far off. We were in San Luis Potosi, I think. No, we were just over. We were technically in Tamaulipas. Okay. All right, we have the long yellow middle line here. Ooh, okay, so maybe this one is a bollard meta. I feel like I haven't seen this bollard before in Mexico. There's like a red stripe around the top, and then there's like a black part of the bottom, like at the base. What do I think that is? I don't think this is a meta I've had yet. But I think it will be a bollard meta. And I'm like getting better at bollard metas, so maybe I will guess somewhere, learn what it is, and hopefully be able to use it in the future. I'm gonna go near Sinaloa. Okay, we were in Nayarit, so this was a Nayarit bollard, so only in this region of Mexico. Perfect. We can try to remember that. So bollards with a red band near the top are unique to Nayarit, apart from one exception being the Federal Highway 190 on the Oaxaca-Chiapas border. Okay. That is a pull top. I don't know what pull top that is. This is a type of cactus. I feel like this is the one with like many branches. Where do I remember that being? I feel like there's so many different cacti I see on this hill. Like a lot of the ones with like the, you know, kind of like finger-like branches going up. Some are the more like classic, like I feel like cactus shape that I think of when I think cactus. These ones are more circular. So many different types of cactus though, making me think like Baja California or Baja California Sur. Like I feel like there's a lot over here. I'm gonna go in Baja California. Well, the instincts were not instincting there. We were in Puebla, so this was the candelabro. Okay, so I did remember that there was some sort of cactus from my cactus training like many months ago that was called candelabra, like chandelier. So Pachysarius weberi is widespread in the Mexican states of Puebla, Guerrero, and Morelos, Hidalgo, and Oaxaca at altitudes of 600 to 1500 meters. Okay, so kind of the central area if I see that. Okay. Do we have the mesh poles? Let me see. I don't see the mesh poles under the thing here. The pavement does not tell me anything. I feel like the white painted trunks are gonna tell me something. This seems unique. I don't know where it is though, but a lot of the trees seem to have like white paint at the bottom of the trunk, so I think it'll be that. I'm gonna go just near CD Mex because I feel like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know this meta yet. Okay. Cooking. Not in the right city, but we got a good score from hedging in CD Mex. So this was the Cuernavaca lamp. So this lamp with a black rectangular head is found in Cuernavaca. Okay, I did not know that. All right, 80K, we got better there. We're gonna play this map one more time and see if we can get any of the metas we learned again and have them sink in. And if we get any new metas, then we'll have more information to study and use in the future. Okay. Oh my god, look at all the pretty cows. Hello, cows. Hello, moo-moos. Okay, we are near a huge, like, waterway. Like, I don't want to say it's a river because I don't know if it is a river or maybe it just is a river. But it seems very like still, but I'm like low-key, like even still water, like I feel like it moves really quickly is what I've heard or some saying like that. So some big river or like lake thing. I feel like I'm gonna be nearby. I'll go here. I'm just like finding like a random river and like zooming in. So yeah, we'll see. Okay, no, we were up here and looks like this was like the water slash riverway nearby. This was the Ciudad Obregón. So the area around Ciudad Obregón is distinct due to the pinkish tan soil and canals found around the city's agricultural areas. Okay, so I think canal is the word I was thinking of because it felt like not like a river, but like obviously it was like a wide pathway of water. Okay, we have kind of like stony, like tannish dirt. We have like red rocky mountains, which I feel like I haven't seen a lot of here. This is a unique plant here. This is blurred over here for some reason, but I don't know why. A little bit of the side of the hill. I feel like I don't recognize any metas here, which I'm like, that just means we're gonna learn something new this round. But it also means we might not get the greatest score, but that is okay. Let's see. Yeah, I don't recognize any of like the plants or anything from what I've learned. So I'm gonna go like in Sonora, like southern Sonora, and we'll learn. Okay, so this was San Cristobal, Suchitlahuaca. The area around San Cristobal, Suchitlahuaca, and south of it in Oaxaca often feature rolling hills with really distinct orange and beige tinted soil, passing from one color to the other with each hill. The beige tinted soil can be seen here and more prominent in some locations. Okay. Beige tinted soil. That says Guadalajara up there, so hopefully that means we're in Guadalajara, but I want to know what the meta is because I feel like getting information on a sign, of course, is definitely very helpful, but I feel like that is not going to be like the meta in this round, so I want to learn what that is and try to look for it before it tells me to see if I can recognize it. I'm thinking maybe the pole top will be the meta. Big palms, like it could be the palms in the middle, but it just feels like the pole top will be it. This, if it was like a black pole lamp thing, then I think that is specific to like one city, but it is not that. So we're gonna go in Guadalajara, which is down here. Okay, well, I guess that sign was not telling me the city name. So this was the white acorn insulator. So white insulators that are shaped like acorns can be found along the coastal states of Mexico, but are by far most common in Michoacan, Colima, and Veracruz. Okay. White acorn pole tops. Alright, we have a 2-in-1 pole top here. We have cars. We have the road. We have the trees kind of like overshadowing the whole road right here. This is like gray. It's not black, so it's not a specific like city that we learned yet. I feel like maybe the gigantic palm could be helpful here. Like it could be this. The like leaves look very like separated from each other, so I feel like possibly we've learned it before. I'm gonna go in the middle, like central. I'm gonna go near like Toluca. Okay, we were in a city called Torreon. So this was northern Mexico architecture. Architecture in northern Mexico often features design elements from American-style bungalows. Many houses are colored with light or pastel colors, gated and commonly have front yards. Orange tiles inspired by Spanish colonial architecture are also typical. Okay. Okay, let's see. White dash outer, yellow dash middle. This is super like flat land. I feel like I've talked about this like a million times before, but I saw this like geography? No, I saw this geometry movie in like high school that was called Flatland, and it was about like different dimensional shapes and worlds and stuff. But yeah, I'll throw up like a picture or a screenshot of like the movie or what it is, or like a summary of it or something on the screen if you've never heard of it before. But yeah, okay. Trying to figure out where I am very like tannish red soil, which maybe is the one we just learned like 2-3 rounds ago. Big mountain. Where is a big mountainous area? Like maybe here? Yeah, I kind of want to just go here and see how far we are. Okay, well, I'll say we could have been closer there. We were in northern Baja, so this was northern Baja landscape. These reddish-brown tinged hills, often accompanied by large boulders, are a common sight for the northern half of Baja California. Okay. Okay, well, we got 1.3k there. Definitely could have ended on a stronger round, but we learned so much today, and I even got a couple of new metas in that last round. So I think we're only going to get better and better from here after practicing the Mexico meta map some more, and hopefully being able to use that in duels in the future. So that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video of me learning Mexico metas in Geoguessr. If you enjoyed this video, let me know down in the comments. I'll also be linking the maps in the description if you want to try them out yourself. So thank you so much again for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to French Vanilla, and have a great day!